If you've been on the internet for more than 5 minutes this week, you've probably heard the collective screaming and outrage of Discord's new age verification rollout that's being planned on release sometime soon. People are furious, saying that they want their ID, that they want their biometric data, that their privacy is being violated. Now, I'm going to talk about this, and I'm certain I'm going to catch hate mail because I know that people will not like the way I put this. But over the course of this bush light, I think it's something I need to talk about. See, I recently watched a short by the legendary applied engineering YouTuber Chris Bowden on this exact topic. Not only do he and I have pretty much exact same feelings, but it's inspired me to sit down and make this longer video because Chris hit the nail on the head, and I want to take it a step further. We need to have a very uncomfortable conversation about the internet. You are absolutely justified in feeling weird about handing a massive tech corporation your government ID. Yes, it feels invasive. But the harsh reality is, we are complaining about the curtains being wide open while the entire house is made of glass. Privacy, as we define it today, is a complete and total illusion, and I'll tell you exactly why I'm not losing sleep over Discord and why you probably shouldn't either. To echo a brilliant point Chris made in the video, let's look at the devices we're using to complain about Discord. Right here, this is a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G. I paid $250 to carry a high-powered tracking device in my pocket everywhere I go. 4 cameras, multiple microphones, and GPS that knows exactly what room of the house you are standing in. It's all connected to cell towers and Wi-Fi networks that log your location history by the second. You wear a smartwatch that tracks your heart rate, your sleep cycle, and your physical activity, sometimes broadcasting it automatically if you aren't careful. We carry these things into the shithouse, into our bedrooms, and into our most intimate moments. We willingly feed these our fingerprints. For example, hold my fucking thumb to it, the phone unlocks. We willingly feed it this stuff. Our facial scans, just to get them to unlock faster. We tell them our secrets, our weird midnight thoughts in Google Gemini, and our financial history. So when Discord asks to see your driver's license, they aren't crossing a line. That line was erased over 25 years ago, and we were the ones who handed them the eraser. But let's slow down a little bit and look beyond the hardware. Let's talk about the data that's already out there, well out of your control. My mother has been a federal employee with the National Weather Service since June of 1999. She's been in the system for 26 years now, and if you know anything about the federal government, especially if security clearances are involved, you know for damn sure that the government requires a microscopic level of detail about your life. They don't just know about you, they know about your family. Over the years, the federal government has suffered catastrophic data breaches. The big one was the OPM back in 2015, where millions, I repeat, millions of federal employees had their highly sensitive background investigation records stolen. Here's my personal reality. If her name has been stolen, mine has too. If it's been compromised and stolen by foreign hackers, it's out there somewhere. My name, my relation, my existence is all bundled with hers. If the United States federal government can't secure the personal data of its own employees, do you really fucking think that opting out of Discord's age verification is going to keep you off the grid forever? Your data is already out there. It's been bought, sold, traded, or stolen half a dozen times before you even finished your fucking beer. Bowden brought up a date in this video that I think is very heavily glossed over in modern history. We're always told never forget 9/11, and we shouldn't, but nobody ever talks about what happened just 45 days later on October 26th, because October 26, 2001 is the day the U.S. Patriot Act was signed into law. In the span of just 45 days, out of a very real, very human fear, we willingly traded our collective constitutional right to digital autonomy for the illusion of safety. That was the day the framework for modern mass surveillance was legitimized. It allowed for wiretaps, bulk data collection, and the monitoring of communications with little to no oversight. Nobody is truly private after October 26, 2001. If you were born on or after that date or grew up in its shadow, you have literally never, ever known what true privacy feels like, and you never, ever will. The magic words national security became a skeleton key to your digital life. And honestly, I've come to peace with it. I've accepted the fact that I'm actively listened in on. Hey, wiretap, how do I make pancakes? We've all had that moment where we talk about a hyper-specific brand of cat food out loud, and 3 hours later, we get an Instagram ad for it. It's not magic. It's an algorithm that has profiled to you so accurately it can predict what you're going to want before you even type it out. I've come to peace with the fact that I'm probably on a list or two at this point. And if you spend enough time researching weird things on the internet, playing with tech, or just having controversial opinions online, you're in a fucking database somewhere, and that's fine. I've stopped fighting the fucking ghost. So bringing it all back to Discord. Should you be thrilled about uploading your ID to access a server? No. You have every right to find it annoying. But let's stop pretending that it's the death of our fucking privacy. That ship didn't just leave port. It hit an iceberg, sank, and has been sitting at the bottom of the North Atlantic for 25 fucking years. Protect yourself where you can, sure. Use strong passwords. Use two-factor authentication. Don't be a retard with your social security number. But don't let the outrage over a chat app blind you to the reality of the world that we fucking live in right now. We gave up our promises of safety over 25 years ago, and now we just have to learn to live in that fucking glass house. Thank you for watching. Please yell at me in the comments. I'll be happy to rip your ass open with a beer can. So yeah, go ahead, complain, think I'm fucking crazy, because you're on a fucking list with me. I'll take you down with me. See you guys on the fucking next one.